Today, we're telling a jaw-dropping tale of her 5-star hotel experience, like a movie. She decided to imitate the wealthy to learn tipping. Unsure of the amount, she gritted her teeth and gave all her cash. The server froze, unsure where the woman came from. Cautiously took one bill. She didn't care. "Time's Earl next." She ran to the window, admired the scenic views outside, and sighed a tough day's like a dream. Ella, a former department store clerk, excelled, but her pay remained stagnant after a decade. She knew her boss was a typical workplace black hole, always making excuses to torment her. Yet, she had little power to resist, so she endured silently. Work environment worsened her life. At supermarkets, she had high sales while fantasizing about wild shopping sprees. Her parents' car was at the door, yet she wouldn't spend on gas, letting it rust while her passion was food shows. Ella followed the chefs on shows to master every dish, but body anxiety stood like a brick wall between her and the delights. Every time she made a tasty dish, she could only stare and think, all right, invite the neighbor's kid to share. She was left to eat plain vegetables as a desperate measure. This body anxiety loomed over her like a shadow, suffocating her spirit. Even though she had a crush on the supermarket heartthrob, she seized every chance to chat with him while shopping for kitchenware, inadvertently buying stuff she didn't need at all, talk about smooth moves. If she could chat with him, she'd feel on cloud 9, though Ella lived in self-doubt. She harbored big dreams She had a dream book filled with fantasies of a beautiful life, gourmet meals, luxury hotels, and the company of her crush. But fate can be a real joker. That day, the heartthrob invited Ella out for a post-work meal as a thank you for her support. The unexpected surprise sent Ella into a tizzy, and while picking up utensils, she tripped. Her crush rushed her to the hospital without a second thought. Everyone thought it was just a minor concussion, but the doctor sensed it was more serious and ordered a brain scan. The results revealed a rare case of blue syndrome. The doctor quickly ran a second test. This disease has sneaky no signs at first, but once found, things usually go downhill fast. The doctor laid down the brutal verdict after assessing Ella. She might have only 3 weeks left. Ella couldn't wrap her mind around it, and to make matters worse, the insurance company was quick to collect dues but had a million excuses when it came time for payouts. Now she was left with just 2 options: scramble for the surgery funds or just sit back and wait for life's clock to run out. Regardless of who you are, this choice is tough. Ella opened her dream book, filled with sorrow. She once firmly believed if she worked hard enough, these dreams would be a reality. But now, they felt like distant wishes. After a whole night of torment, Ella resolved to change her fate, and the next morning, she stormed into work like a whirlwind. She marched right into her boss' office, doing what everyone fantasized about but lacked the guts to pull off. But before she could even speak, her boss arrogantly picked up the phone, clearly brushing her off. All the pent-up frustration in Ella exploded, as she was the shining star in company sales. Last time, she shook up the office, and the boss thought she was hinting for a raise. But for her at this very moment, even God could only be seen as a joke, and Ella left the department store with a mix of complex emotions. Heartthrob dashed out after her, looking genuinely remorseful. He pulled out 2 concert tickets, beaming as he invited her to join him, clearly smitten with her. But Ella knew her time was short. She didn't want to hold him back and didn't want to give him unrealistic hopes. So she steeled her heart and turned him down. Life can be so cruel, filled with love yet buried deep under self-doubt. Just when she thought she was saying goodbye to the world, she realized he loved her too. Sometimes, God hides happiness in dark corners, revealing it when you feel most helpless. Ella headed to the bank, gearing up for a comeback of epic proportions. She withdrew all her money from her accounts, swiftly buying a ticket to Snow City. She booked the fanciest hotel in town, determined to tick off her dreams one by one in the coming weeks. Soon after, she arrived at the hotel of her dreams and wasted no time diving into crazy experiences. She tried electric therapy, hot stone massages, and even let people whack her with tree branches. Full of doubt, Ella powered through the experiences with a limitless challenge. Then, she thought about a makeover and popped into an upscale boutique, asking the staff to create an ultra-perfect look for her. With staff help, she donned fashionable clothes, radiating confidence, becoming a supermodel. Overwhelmed by styles, Ella finally picked a subtly glamorous red dress, truly her mother's style. Dressed in her new gown, Ella hurried to the hotel restaurant, where the chef was none other than her idol. Eager for her idol's cooking, Ella ordered specialties and feasted. To show her respect, she kept her request to a minimum, her heart brimming with anticipation.